Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Deep Fried D&D. The group this time is going to head on into the temple. We've been getting to this point for quite some time. Also, regarding the test bed, this probably, hopefully, crossing my fingers, will be the last time that we're having a large disparity on the vocals. So I'll be editing the next episode, and I think that we've got that square. But anyway, enjoy this episode. This one's called Kenderball!
Okay, so we were picking up, we're going to the shrine now. So, Yoko has volunteered to lead you in. As you have discovered, she is a holy person and is willing to lead you into the shrine that she is familiar with. Now, Ron is going to stay back at with the rest of the party. She can only take so many people into the shrine. So, as you guys descend, where their campsite is, the cavern descends down into water. And you're all walking together. And as you walk together, you can sense as you enter the water actually kind of aerates around you, bubbles on the exterior of a radius around Urkel. And you notice that you can breathe, and you're unobstructed while walking with her through the water.
So we don't float or anything.
No, you're
That's
walking.
Good.
You're walking. Now the water here is deep, but it's not. We're talking 25 foot. You come to the entrance. So you see an ancient algae-covered double door made of white granite that is standing. It's etched with an eroded image of a majestic bird with outstretched wings. So as you are looking at this door, Yurkel goes and kneels before the door, and in a language you don't understand, she is doing her prayer. And she says, now we can open the door.
Okay.
So the door was magically sealed, and you can tell she has opened that. So now you guys can open the door and enter. So, as you walk in,
She just walks in, not worried about anything.
yeah, she's not worried about anything. She's like I said, she is a acolyte. She's been in this temple. She actually serves in this temple, even though it's ancient. You do notice that it's not. It's not a temple that's not being used. This temple is in service.
Active. Okay.
Right, so it's active. Okay. So you go in, a long room stretches ahead. Its walls are carved with motifs of rolling waves. Ceiling supported by twin pillars glows with a faint blue light. At the rear of the chamber stands a altar carved with coral-like designs. Behind it rises a sizable granite sculpture depicting the bird from the shrine's entrance. Its outstretched wings wreathed in flames, and an archway opens into a chamber to the west, while a simple stone door stands in the wall to the east.
So once we go inside, are we still, is this whole temple filled with water, or?
Actually, the water is receded once you go in.
Okay, so we don't have to stay within a certain radius of her anymore?
No.
Okay.
No. You're probably in a foot of water inside the temple. So for you guys, that's knee deep. Yeah, or thigh deep. So as you enter in, Yorkel encourages them to cleanse for you guys to cleanse yourself with the water before proceeding deeper into the shrine. So to your left, you notice there is I believe it's left. Let me make sure I'm not telling you wrong. Yes. To the left is the washing room.
Oh.
I need that.
So in the center, This room rests a 3-foot high brass basin filled with clear water. You have ornaments on the wall depicting great seabirds dipping into the waves alongside leaping fish with whimsical creatures. So, Yorko is asking you to please cleanse yourself prior to entering the temple.
All right. Cannonball. Standing on the side of that thing and jumping in.
How deep is it?
It's not that big.
Oh,
It's
darn.
not big enough for a cannonball.
I was going to try to dive.
Kinder cannonball.
Yeah.
Kenderball.
Kenderball.
I will do it right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I dunked my whole self in there. That's right.
So if Yorko is like, well, let me show you guys how to do this. So Yorko goes in, and you
thing's
see
empty.
she spends a full minute washing her face, her hands. She does it a very particular way, and takes a full minute. And then she says, "Okay, now you can go."
I mimic that. I mimic what she
my,
does.
My normal time taking a bath is about half this time. So
For your whole body, huh?
yeah,
Really, you can take a half a bath?
yeah.
With that much? Anyway, I met her here.
I clean myself the right way,
All
even if
right.
it's boring.
Yeah.
I give them the thumbs up. Good job,
All right,
guys.
so-
you did it right.
All
Well,
of
I'm
you feel
disappointed in myself.
immediately super refreshed.
No fun at all.
You feel super cleansed, and you all get 5 temporary hit points.
See? Perfect.
Yeah.
Surprised one of the Kinders didn't try and take some of this clean water.
How do you know we didn't?
Yeah.
No, that's
Just laying around.
an excellent question. Wring your clothes out into a bottle.
Yeah, gonna boil up these assholes in that
Oh my
Special
gosh.
water.
yeah, the special water.
So after you guys kind of wash, Yorko comes back out into the altar room, and when she comes out, you notice these entities in the water immediately come up, and the hostile. They come up, but then when they see her, they move aside,
Okay.
and they do the same for you.
Yeah, don't take the rings. That's the secret.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wash your honey before you go into someone's temple. Will be a good.
All right.
So,
I didn't think of that last time, but okay, maybe that was the problem.
Yeah, I didn't see you wash
Okay.
the honey.
all right, so you guys move to the door,
Mm-hmm.
which is empty in the hallway. You notice that there's nothing. This passage is empty when you take the door to the right, but its north door bears an inscription. And I'm going to move you guys. Anyway, so you do notice that the north door, it does bear an inscription in Elvish. And Yorko looks at you guys and she reads it. Honor those who come before and walk on. So she's telling you we're going to be entering the crypt area.
Oh,
Okay?
Shoot a
So-
glance to the Kenders.
Just
I'm going before you guys
You
to make
know-
sure you honor me.
so just make sure
point.
whatever you do, if be respectful in your investigations. Okay? All right. So you enter, and there's alcoves to the west and east of this chamber hold waist-high stone sarcophagus sculpted with images of shells and graceful sea creatures. So what she tells you is that these sarcophagus, these are the resting place for followers of Habakkuk who tended to this shrine. And as you investigate the sarcophagus to the west, the one to the west actually has an inscription in Elvish, and she reads to you, Herzon, who built this prayer in stone. So, has anybody got passive perception higher than 16?
Nope.
second. I have a pretty high one. 17.
Okay, so you notice that on this particular shrine, its lid resembles the layout of the shrine that you walked so far. It looks very similar, so you can tell this was probably the architect that built the shrine. You also notice that although it doesn't have any other visible exits, the room on the map corresponding to the crypt features a second passage leading to the southwest. So, you've discovered a potential secret passage.
Okay.
Okay.
We start searching that area.
Okay. Now, while that's going on, the one on the east, Yurko is saying you might want to investigate this one also, because you have one also a sarcophagus to the east. On that particular one, it has an elvish Awinthel. I don't want to say that name again. Awinthel, our devoted first priest. And she says, I don't approve, but you can look at this one the way that you see fit, but I don't see anything here that's worth investigating on the outside of the sarcophagus.
Well, we better look inside.
But just be respectful.
Respectfully.
Magical awareness.
Yes.
This thing magic.
You're allergic to magic.
I'm allergic to magic.
Oh, a mage is allergic to magic. Fantastic. Every time you cast something, you break out.
The one thing you notice is that also this secret door allegedly would probably be inside this sarcophagus, possibly to the east.
Really?
Yeah. That's just
Inside?
showing a picture. You know how they break the maps up.
Yeah, inside the sarcophagus, huh?
That's what you're deducing.
I
from
asked her if I don't want to desecrate anything, but I think there's a secret passage in
So,
here.
well, if any of you are strong enough to lift this without breaking it,
Here we go.
Oh, without breaking it?
without breaking it.
Yeah, we are. With the three of us can do it.
Yeah, I'll get around it there.
Let's go.
Hit.
Get away.
My hands were wet.
Oh, wow. Look
What'd
at
you
that.
roll?
That's a 1, baby.
I got a 1.
I got a 4.
You got a 1?
Do you
We
want
go.
me
We
to
got
try?
this. Yeah, and just throw it on the floor.
Well, actually, that's so bad you can't even lift it.
Oh my gosh!
I
How
pulled something.
freaking
I got this.
I pulled something.
There you go. Darby's got it.
Darby's got this.
She's filled with the spirit of Corman.
And
7.
Yeah,
Still
none
better
of
than
you
you
can
guys.
even move it.
Will. That's fantastic. Well done.
There's obviously something magic about this. I detected it. So it's probably holding it real tight. I'm going to roll Arcana. That's a 16.
Okay, so what you notice is that beside the actual sarcophagus, there appears to be an actual hatch. So you find there is a actual secret door is beside it, and it was really a
I was mistaken.
yeah.
No,
You were in the right area.
I don't tell any of you this, and I say it had a magic spell on it. We can lift this off.
No, it's not. It's right here.
Did you lift it?
17?
Yeah, 17 lifts it. You look inside and you see what appears to be a possible passage.
There's a possible passage here.
All right.
So Darby has, gotten in trouble many times for, her behavior not being respectable or anything. So she has been this whole time doing her best Gilrish impression. Just everything she's seen him in the temple, like back home, and how he's acting here. I'm just walking around with my hands clasped in front of me and nodding solemnly at everything.
Mocking the big bear.
Whenever his back is turned, I might stick my tongue out. But whenever they're looking, He's the only respectable person I know.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's pretty accurate, though.
You make a fool of yourself anytime there's a girl around.
You've been around me a long time, and I haven't made a fool of myself not once.
That's because you know
Not
better.
once, several times.
Okay. Taken.
So, you
I'm
took
like-
it off, you looked
I'm
in
like,
it,
that's good. You're doing great.
but you also found the
Thumbs
latch.
up. I have no idea that you're
Actual
mocking
door.
me at the same time, but
Uh-huh.
I'm just not that bright. So
So I found this door, and then there's this door. Which one y'all want?
I look at the map and try to compare doors and see which one is not the trap door.
I go down the trap door.
You see that the actual when you went back west to look at it.
Yeah.
When you look at it, the actual door that's not in a sarcophagus appears to be the correct.
Don't go down this one.
But what's down the sarcophagus door?
Don't go down this
What
one.
if it's another golem?
Death.
Oh, man, well, there's a dead body above it, so I don't
That's true.
Death's in there.
He wasn't dead before he went in.
Yurko is like, don't go in the sarcophagus. Do not go in the sarcophagus.
He was alive when he went in there.
Put the lid back.
All right. Strength
Before
roll.
something comes out.
Yep. Yeah, it's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. You gently
No, I
put
don't.
it on.
I throw it through the other sarcophagus.
What? All right. We go down the trap door.
That is me sighing.
Respectful. Yeah.
I'm trying to see what DC 20 monster I gotta roll with.
DC, you see a Tarask.
Yeah.
Rask!
I ain't worried about.
Maybe one.
I'm not worried about
Repellent.
Tarask. Yeah, I got the repellent. We're good.
So
Tarask
Yurko
repellent.
tells you there's sometimes there's a few things in this temple that let you see what you want to see and not necessarily is what it should be.
Well, that's not good for
So-
us.
So
Yeah.
that was an octopus's
Your
mouth.
friend noticed by reading the West sarcophagus, I would suggest we go with his assessment, and that's the wise choice.
Yeah. Okay.
She says this secret passage I've never been. I've never been to secret passage. So this is something new.
Fantastic. We will head down there.
All right. All right. So
Rovark, would you like to take the lead?
Yeah.
Put the Kenders in the middle, and I'll bring up the rear. Let's
You're
go.
Oreo.
Yep.
So the secret door magically opens. All right, so the door opens and you guys are going into a hall. It's once again the water is say a foot deep. The steps that you're leading, that this leads into, it's a small hall. Once you get down the steps, small hall, and then you have steps that descend into a room covered in thick black algae. At the center of this room stands a well from which emanates the sound of distant waves and the cries of seabirds. So what Yurko is telling you here, if she remembers right, you guys have just found the old offering well. So she's heard of this before but never been in this far down into the temple. This is where they would make offerings to Habakkuk once, to honor the god. So there's no obvious threats in this room. Yurko is moving to the side of the well and softly speaks a brief prayer in Elvish. And then she does something. She reaches and she takes several dozen blue pearls from a pouch. And she just throws them into the well. Now, you two, Kenders, noticed that these blue pearls were worth about 750 gold pieces that she just threw down into the well.
Hey, Gil.
Hmm.
It's dark down in that hole. I bet you could fly down there and get those pearls.
So,
I don't think so.
After
I
she
think it might
came-
just be a little
Just saying.
disrespectful there.
She didn't want them
Gall.
anymore. She was throwing them away. I'm saying you could go down there and get
I
them.
don't know if she's throwing them away there, Gall. Let's see what happens here for a moment.
She actually is goes through another prayer, and she is so pleased. She says, "Thank you so much for helping to find this. I'd never seen this. I've been waiting all my life actually to make this blessing. This is a very sacred location.
So you just walk around with a pocket full of pearls like that all the time?
No, I've carried them all my life.
But now you got no more.
So the answer is yes.
So as a result of this,
Ah.
you feel a breeze come up from the well. This salt air is blowing among the group, and you feel this overwhelming sensation of peace and calm, and you all have received a blessing from Habakkuk, supernatural gift, which is done as thanks.
Nice.
So Habakkuk has blessed your travels through the northern waste. This charm that she has given you grants you advantage on all wisdom survival checks, made to notice the washes waters filling chasms. So when you do your survival check now, you will have advantage. That means you won't get caught in the wash.
That's
I've been
fantastic.
desperately trying to get you trapped in.
Nope.
Additionally, while you are traveling, you and up to 5 other creatures with you ignore difficult terrain outdoors in the northern waste, allowing you to move at double the pace. So fast, like you were traveling with Yerkel, that's all the time. Okay. This charm will leave you once you leave the wastelands. So one day after leaving the northern waste, the charm is gone.
Interesting.
So, with that, she says, this is wonderful that you help with this, but this is it. This is all there is to the temple. There is nothing else. And as you look around, you notice there is nothing else that's here in this temple.
What, do you know? I mean, you threw it in the well. Do you know where the well goes?
Out to the ocean.
No.
She's like, and then, you guys have talked briefly about this with her, but she's telling you that she thinks that Dalamar, when he was like telling you these 3 places, he also probably the information he needs is what is it, as much as what you may take from it. Maybe just the fact that he needs to know that this is a holy and sacred place to the God, Habakkuk, might be a clue in itself. Because most outsiders do not know what this shrine is for. They know it's the Blue Phoenix Shrine. So that may be what he was hoping to discover from it. But as far as that, this is it. This is all there is to offer here.
Insight. That was a 15.
She's dead. You
She's
pick
dead.
No.
Oh my
died.
You pick
Oh,
up
man,
no
undead.
body language that would be that she's
Loot that
deceptive
body.
whatsoever.
But I wonder what's down in that sarcophagus, though.
Nope.
Backup
Nope.
characters, they're down at the bottom of that.
Backup characters.
They're down there.
Nope.
You just have to go get them.
Well, I will thank her for her patience and her helping us with this. And I do feel like I am very knowledgeable now of surviving the wash problem that we're having outside. And due to the fact that I know that our army is heading north, I try to get a little kick in my step and try to get the group to move out of the shrine and back to the surface, I guess. Or I will accept the fact that there is nothing else here because I'm not really smart enough to make any other deduction. And, unless anybody else has any objections.
We came, we threw money in a hole, and, received God's
Yep,
blessing.
that's right. We got a
Yeah,
blessing, and that's permanent blessing, right?
Now
I
we
mean,
know
Well,
that
as
all
long as you're in
CLs
the
have 12
wastelands,
pearls.
yeah, that's
Well.
that's a pretty big deal, man. It's good. Advantage on survival.
How many CLs were out there in the camp?
Probably 15, 20.
15 to 20 times 12 pearls apiece out there. None of them know this is down here.
They all just carry these, just waiting their whole lives
Well,
to throw them in a hole?
Maybe. I don't
She's
know.
saying that the particular followers of Habakkuk could do.
Oh.
This would like meta a little bit. This is Mecca for them, right?
Oh, this is super
This-
holy
this
land.
would be super, yeah.
So she's going to go out and tell them, and people are going to freak out.
The ones that are followers, yes, definitely.
Just when you thought that we'd have a nice, relaxing episode, come out of the shrine, and there you have it. On to the next one. Sounds like it's going to be fairly busy. Thanks for listening.